Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here today. Yeah, I'm glad to have you all here. We're a little later today. It was a birthday celebration today for Dave. I had to go and enjoy some time. Hello, Bambi. So now we are here, and we're back, and we're here for our regularly scheduled 2 hours, just a little bit later. Hello, Marky. Welcome, welcome. Look, you're both here. Wow. I'm so glad. Before we jump into the world, I did want to say I went through and updated a couple of the mods. So I finally got rid of that stinking light mod that was making me angry. It was like changing all the light levels and stuff. Got rid of that. But pretty much everything is updated to 26.2 now, so we should be able to have a couple more things on. And I am trying out a resource pack for minimal armor. I don't like it as much as my normal Hoffman's minimal armor, but I just haven't gone in and made a version of Hoffman's minimal armor for 26.2 yet. So I'm just waiting for Hoffman to do it themselves, and we'll just go with that. So the one that we're using is called Naba's minimal armor, and you'll see it once we get in. It's kind of interesting in that it's minimal armor for sure, but you still have like a chest. I just need to show you all. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, we did get a couple of those things updated and good to go. The only thing that still, as far as I know, is not good is Voxy, which is fine. We've already got a big enough render distance, so I think we're all good. Yeah, those are a couple of the different changes that we have. So am I updated to the new forest too? Okay, so that was going to be my next question. Was I could make an instance that's not modded at all, and we play with the Dappled forest update, and we just keep playing the snapshots as they come out and keep the hardcore world just on the newest snapshots. We wouldn't do that tonight because I need to save this world from, because I have it all loaded on Modrinth, but I need to save it all to an actual like save on my main Minecraft launcher so that I can update it as the snapshots are coming out. So if that's something that people were interested in, I did think about that. It's just having a world that plays along with the snapshots. So we'd be playing a hardcore world that theoretically is changing week to week. But I think that'd be kind of cool, personally. So you all let me know what you think about that. But if you like that idea, I was thinking we could do that starting next week and just carry that on forever. It'd be kind of risky probably, but I think it would be fun. So those are my thoughts. But I think without further ado on my thoughts, I'm going to switch us on over to the game as it is currently, and we will up into the hardcore world where we left ourselves. Oh my FOV is fine. My FOV feels closer than it was. But where we left ourselves last time with our day 6, our day 6 recap. We got to make it home first, but I think from there we can figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, I think the new stuff is awesome. I could just share that if y'all want to see it. We could even try and do this right now. Minecraft Mojang, yes. Except the wolf stare, that's cursed. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, but it's fun. I mean, if you all are fine with it, we could take a second here and I will get the world ported over. So if y'all are fine, let's do it. I think that sounds like a really fun idea. I hope it doesn't throw off anything with our save. If it does, that's kind of a bummer, but we'll figure it out. But if you all are down, I will do it. I'll do it right now. So we need to go in and we need to take our saves folder, and we gotta just actually download this thing. Yeah. No, if everybody's down, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let's we should probably update the stream name then. I gotta let people know. We're playing on the, what is it called? The Dappled Forest. We're gonna find ourselves a Dappled Forest. So, which we all saw how this went last time. So maybe we won't actually find ourselves a Dappled Forest, but we're gonna certainly try. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, let me figure out how to actually download this this folder. Open in folder. There it is. Okay. This will be fun. I haven't done a big old swap over like this in a while. So we're gonna need to remember this is like, we have to play this on the newest update or it's gonna throw things off. But I've just copied it over to my actual Minecraft. So let's do a jump and then we'll go. 10K likes. Well, that would be cool. If there was 10K likes, that'd be fun. You'll be excited for terracotta stairs would be awesome. And I honestly, I think the wool stairs and slabs open the door for things like that. Personally, I think it could be on the horizon, like us actually seeing that. So who knows? One thing I'm gonna have to say, since we are playing on snapshots, this is now officially 0 mods. There are no mods on this world anymore, which is fine. It'll be fun. We haven't done that in a long time. So grass and dirt slabs. Yeah, grass slabs, I think we need. You're in Indonesia? Well, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. All right, friends. Don't forget to back up this world. Yeah, I'll create a backup. All right, here we go. I've clicked it. Let's see how this goes. It's creating a backup of the world right now, which is why there's nothing showing up on the screen. But we're gonna see how this goes. This would be really cool. It's deciding here. I'll let that keep doing that in the background while we all sit and chat. This is fun. I hope this works. If this doesn't work, I'm glad I made a backup because we have all this stuff safe. Ooh, preparing resources. Hold on, here we go. Let's see. Okay, it's not showing. Okay, I'm in the world, everyone. I'm in the world, and it does say that I am on 26.3 snapshot 1. So we're in a space that is safe. Now we got to figure out why the game is not showing. So let's just check on this real quick. This is a full screen application, is it not? Yes, it is. Let's change this to... Oh, I see that. We'll figure that out. It's our games with the resub. Oh my gosh, 25 months. That's insane. Crazy. Thank you. This song is kind of funky. I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on with this song. Kind of wild. I don't know why it's not registering this, so we're gonna need to actually just change this up, I think, for the night. I wonder if it has a problem with like looking at the snapshot versions. So we're just gonna do, let's see, can I just do capture specific window Minecraft boom question mark? Let's see if that works. I don't think it did. Okay, that's not the one. What about this one? Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Hey, look, all of this is loading in. I just tried to zoom in, but I can't zoom in. So here we go. Let's just prove it up here. So if you look in the top left corner, right here, or top right corner, I should say, 26.3 snapshot 1. So we were officially in a version wherein all of these new things could spawn. Very exciting. Now, obviously, we've loaded in pretty much everything that way and, you know, other directions. So it might be a second before we actually find, you know, what we're looking for. But I say we go on this journey. I was like, oh my gosh, my FOV is very close. I reset my FOV. So this is exciting. I am very excited about this. And it's just got my minimal armor. Look at that. I do have my normal skin back on. I put that back on for the fall update. I thought it was a good one. You like being able to get stairs of any color? Yeah, I agree. I just think, and I think the wool stairs are like long overdue. I think they're a great addition. This looks like a meteor hit here or something. The only thing that I'll say about, like, you know, wool stairs versus anything else is I agree. I think terracotta stairs and slabs would be even better than wool stairs and slabs. But I'm very excited for all of the really creative wool roofs we're gonna see now, especially when people want to do the dual tone, like wool in the middle with a deep slate, like kind of outline around the edges. I think like things like that would be really cool. Oh, that could have been real bad. Yeah, so I've abandoned heading home, but let's make sure this still points us home. Yes, it does. Okay, good. So we're just gonna head off this way. We do have a pretty full inventory, but if we find the Dappled Forest, I think we might have to consider the move to the Dappled Forest. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't know much about its spawning other than it spawns near cold biomes, but the Dappled Forest that I found in the video spawned directly next to a forest, like just a normal plain forest. So I don't know if that's fully true or not. Can we actually, do we have, no, yeah, we don't even have commands because it's hardcore. I was gonna see if we could locate where one is just to get an idea, but I think if we just continue this way, we'll stumble upon one. Oh, there's a village that we could go and check out real quick. I think it might be boat time for sure. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited to use any mushroom. That is actually, I think that is my favorite part. Other than how pretty, obviously the update itself is very pretty. But I am really excited about the fact that you can just make, I just had an idea. That you can make mushroom stew with anything. I think that's such an awesome thing. All right, now if we put ourselves here, we can, oh my gosh, I don't have any of my mods. Look at that. We gotta play this game like it's the normal game. All right, we're not going into the nether anytime soon, so I can put that there. I do want this. We've just got a bundle of bundles. I don't need all this leaf litter. Let's don't need the leaf litter. Don't need the dandelions. I will keep the spruce saplings just because who knows when we're gonna need those. Compass and all that can go in there, I think. Water bucket for safekeeping. Should probably keep the bow on us just in case. Okay. All right. I think we're ready. Yeah. So mushroom soup typically, in the past, up until now, even in 26.2, you have to use 2 different types of mushrooms to make it. But in the new update, you can use any combination of mushrooms. You can use 2 brown mushrooms, 2 red mushrooms, or 2 of the new, whatever the mushrooms are called. I forgot what they're called already. Springy bouncy boingy guys. The springy bouncy boingy guy mushrooms. Guys, it's right there. It's right there. Hold on, I don't need to, I'm not pulling over right here. We're going. It's right there. Oh, good. Oh my gosh, we were able to pick up all of that. That's awesome. We've already found it. Yeah, not anymore. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's got a cherry grove with it too. Look at this thing. Shelf mushrooms. Thank you. That is exactly what they're called. Springy bouncy boingy guys, aka shelf mushroom. We've done it. We've done it. Look at this. It took us all of 17 minutes of a stream to find what we were looking for this time, as opposed to, you know, the entire 2 hours of the last stream where I couldn't find anything. Look at that. Dappled Forest with a cherry grove back behind it. I'm so sad I can't zoom. This is gonna go great with your new Mesa Island. You have a new Mesa Island? Surprises? Shows how much I use mushroom soup. Yeah. Well, I will say, I think this change makes mushroom soup something that more people are probably gonna use, especially because the shelf mushrooms, you can just duplicate. I think you can with the other mushrooms as well, but like, oh my gosh, look at this transition. Also, this is just dirt. I got excited and thought this was like mycelium or something different. It is just dirt. And when you do it with Silk Touch, as far as I'm aware, we don't have Silk Touch, do we? As far as I'm aware, it does revert color. It is only in the biome. So you're working on it. Okay. Well, here's the poplar wood. Okay. So one thing I will say, right now, all of the shelf mushrooms that are generated into the world have a bug wherein they do not actually grow on the tree. They will grow on the tree though. But just so you know, this is a bug that I tried to keep out of my video for people to not ask questions or worry about, but there is a bug. So every single shelf mushroom that we see is going to be hanging off like that. This one's managed to stick onto that block, but so you have two different types of mushrooms. So you have the small shelf mushroom, which looks like this. And then you have the large one, which I believe is this one. It might even be bigger than this. I just don't have any bone meal to give to that. Oh my gosh, there's a village right there. We've found the spot, folks. And then because it's a cold biome, you get all the cold animals. So you get your Highland cows, you get like the dark sheep. I think I just saw black sheep. Yep, you get so like all the dark toned sheep, the cold chickens and all of that. And then there's coarse dirt. So you get some coarse dirt, this fun grass, obviously the shelf mushrooms, and then the poplar wood. And the poplar wood is what I'm excited to show you all because it's so nice. Like, ooh, the large ones give you 2. I don't know if you guys saw that. The large ones give you 2 shelves. So the poplar wood, it does look very similar to pale oak, and I wish I had some pale oak on us to like actually show you the comparison, but it really is much more gray. Like, I know when they said, well, it's a gray wood, not a white wood, and I was like, I don't know if I believe that. It is. It's fully a gray wood. But the coolest thing about this entire thing is this stinking door. Look at this door. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool if the Silver Cave was over here too. That would be so fun. Yeah, it's poplar. Yep, P-O-P-L-A-R. I actually don't know how poplar is spelled. I think it's P-O-P-L. Wait, I can look at it. P-O-P-L-A-R. But yeah, it's a nice door. It's real nice. Do we need the mangrove roots? I don't know. I've got so much random stuff around that I just don't even know what we do and don't need. And the nice thing is, so if we cut down any of these poplar trees, you'll get the sapling, and then we can plant this literally anywhere. We can, oh my, what? You're all seeing that too, right? How this, look at this. It's got like branches. Trees don't generate like that. Oh, and here's the new sapling. It's so pretty. So the sapling, obviously it is this kind of orange looking thing. But the leaves that it gets are actually random. So you can get any of the 3 colors of leaves from the sapling. It's not like, it's not preset or anything. Which I also think is really nice. I do wonder what the drop rate is for this. Like, is it pretty low? Is it pretty fine? I will say I do like when you're clearing out leaves with this tree, you can actually see what leaves belong where. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, no, I love this so much. And like, imagine this little guy in a little flower pot with some of the orange leaves on top of that. That's like the perfect little bush. Like, I love it. I think it's so cool. Yeah, what does the trapdoor look like? That's a great question. So, ooh, trapdoor looks like that. So if we give this the old Erfaren treatment, where I put trapdoors on top of doors, I believe if I go like, hold on. Boom, boom, there we go. So we get this kind of look with that. But now that imagine all the restaurants that are gonna have this double door type thing going into the kitchen. People are gonna build. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. It's getting me very, very happy about the progress being made. I do need to use my bundles. You are right. I actually need to put my things in there. We can just drop some of these miscellaneous things all in there. I think maybe putting some of our miscellaneous wood blocks is probably not a bad idea either. Dropping those over. Let's do that. Yeah, we can. Okay. Wow, what a place. Well, oh yeah, cold pig. We may as well try and find the geyser. Like maybe it's over here, who knows? Look at that. Cherry Grove into the big old mountain over there. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at is the water color different? That looks like very, very, very clear water. Am I making this up? Look at this. Is that just what the cold water looks like? That is clear water. Wow. Also, I just realized, okay, we do have brightness on full. Cool. We're not going to have the privilege of the all the extra light in the dark that we've had in the past, so just wanted to make sure we could still see. It's cool. This is real cool. Okay. Well, I've half a mind for us to move over here. I don't know how far out are we? We're like, if we walk this way, we're like, okay, so we're still like 9-ish thousand blocks out. I mean, we're still quite a ways from the 0-0 at least. That we are pretty far out. But I mean, ooh, what a spot. What a spot. I want to see this transition over here. Into the cherry grove. Oh my gosh. This feels magical. Look at all the colors. That's so fun. This is cool. This is really cool. Now the problem is I don't think we're gonna find a sulfur cave over here just given there's a lot of erosion. But I mean, wow. It's a cool spot. Transition into tiger green grass would be really nice. That's true. You think there'd be one closer? We could go try and look. See if there is. I feel like there's a lot more fallen trees in this forest. I feel like they're a lot more prevalent. Maybe I'm just making that up, but it doesn't seem like there's this many fallen trees, especially like this outcropping here that looks like it's just been completely chopped down. I feel like that is not standard. Yeah, I kind of want to go over there and just see, like, what if everything we've been looking for is right here and we have all of the new things right here with us. And then we know exactly where to go. The ground does kind of look like a rainbow. Oh my gosh, this place goes on forever. What I really want to find is a dappled forest with a geyser in it, and then I want there to be like a big lake with that geyser, and like a little national park themed build would be so cool. Yeah, it's definitely not up there. Just with all of that, I'm sure that it is not up there. So we run this way just to look. I think we're getting into maybe a cooler area. This is very blue grass. Yeah, there's some snow over here. Haven't seen many fallen leaves though, right? Yeah. I don't like them, but you'd think they'd be there. Yeah. Did we just get a thunderstorm? Yeah, we did. Not dealing with that. That was the slowest transition back today I think I've seen. Oh, we should also look for the abandoned camps. I haven't even thought about that. The abandoned, I didn't even, fun fact, when I was shooting the video the other day, I didn't even actually look in the chest at the abandoned camp, and then I haven't gone back to actually see what loot goes into them. But I know there's, like, I mean, it's probably nothing too crazy, but I know there's stuff that is in them. And I didn't even think to check. Leaf litter is only good for the stove and to make bone meal. Yep, for sure. Everybody keep your eyes out because they can like I literally these the abandoned camps can be found in pretty much every biome, or at least that's what it looked like just reading off the thing. It looked like it was pretty much every biome could have the abandoned camp in it. So if you see one, I think that's kind of a complicated ask considering there's a lot of water, or not water, snow around us that looks like you know, wool, but they're pretty noticeable. Once you see it, you're like, ah, yep, that's what that is. I just don't actually know what their rarity is, or if they are rare at all. But I am loving this so far. And what was kind of cool is it was, I mean, it's a pretty big, like the structure itself is not very big, but everything around it is, like they clear out a really good space around it that I think makes it stand out a lot more. Yeah, I think they're a little more rare probably than villages and stuff. I don't know. I've only seen the white one, but I only went looking for the one that was in the Dappled Forest because I wanted to show off the Dappled Forest. So that's not to say they don't have different colors in different biomes. I just didn't even look. But I think the loot is different per place. So I'd believe there being different colors too. But I think we should, yeah, definitely try and find one of those too. I think that would be a fun little thing. See if we can't find anything up here. But yes, I would assume they're pretty rare. The one that I had to look for was a couple thousand blocks out, like when I typed in the command to find it. So I'd believe that they're not the most common thing, but I feel like you're still gonna stumble across them. Like I don't know. I feel like they have to be less rare than like a piglin, not piglin, the pillager like outpost. I feel like they got to be less rare than that, but more rare than a village. That would be my best guess. I'd bet on only white for now, but I could see them doing more colors in the future for sure. Let's just see if we can't see anything else from up here. I need to build a spyglass so we can actually like zoom in and look at things, since we can't do that right now. Now that we don't have our zooming in mod. So many exciting updates. This is gonna make playing so much. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think it is kind of the first, like, obviously the Sulfur Cave is a new biome and stuff, but it's kind of the first like new biome to like really walk through and be immersed in. And the fact, like, I just love how they generate. Like, I think they generate perfectly. So I don't know, I like it a lot. We are gonna find an abandoned camp though, because I really would like to show you all that, and I would love to see what the loot in the chest actually is. Like, is it good loot or is it just kind of meh? I could see there being some hits and mostly misses, probably. I'm sure there's gonna be like one or two things in the loot table that are like crazy, and then the rest of it is just kind of like, okay. This is a very promising big forest though. Maybe we would find one in here. Ooh, actually, you know what? Something we can look out for. The one that I found had a campfire at it. So if we see campfire smoke, it could be there. I can't remember if the campfire was ignited or not in my video. But it did have a campfire at it because I remember standing on it. Anna, I'm good. How are you doing? Did I hear about the Lego car that can go 70 miles per hour? No. I'll have to look into that. That's pretty awesome. I do love my Lego cars, as you all know, so could have been bad. I'll have to take a look at that, Marky. No, I hadn't heard at all. Okay, let's climb up and take a look and just see. I feel like finding the abandoned camp is probably going to be a game of vantage points and having the highest spot up, so that if there is a campfire, you can see the fire. But oh, don't spike me, please. Okay, I feel like we're pretty high up though. We are hardly high up at all. Okay, what is with this? This generation is really great though. Like, look at this. Like, there's not snow all over the cliffs, but there is kind of in this little like, I don't know if they changed something about like world generation, but the generation, at least of all these new chunks, has been really impressive. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I love cars and Legos, so it's kind of right in both of the things I love. Watch them not actually like spawn in taiga biomes. There's no way they wouldn't. This is the perfect biome to have a campsite in. I do feel like I need to, you know, completely make a big old campsite sometime now, though. Alright, let's just look around. I wish we could zoom. No zooming. It's a huge cave over there. All right, let me grab this. And we're gonna follow this and try and kind of head home, but we're gonna see if along the way we run into a closer dappled forest or anything. I think that would be ideal. I know, yeah. If I had elytra, we'd be cruising, but we're not there yet. We're taking this slow. I can't even see what day we're on anymore. Actually, maybe I can if I do this. What does it say? Somewhere. I know you can turn on a thing that says it. Maybe I just don't have it turned on. Ooh. We should turn up our memory allocation for this installation. Just looking at that, we're already using half of it. Because you don't need to actually hold that in your hand. As long as you walk the right way, it still points the right way. Wow, what in the world? I mean, like, maybe I'm just imagining that the generation looks really well, or really good, but it just looks great. I was getting the urge to glide down to the river. Yep. Yeah, I have to turn off the elytra button in my head because otherwise I'd just throw myself off of cliffs and stuff and forget that I don't have elytra. Gotta make my mind forget about it. Ooh, what do we got here? Wow. I'll take that. Wow. There's a lot of food. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on and heading roughly in the right direction. Then we'll sleep. Oh, it'll be perfect. Wonder if we can even sleep now. We can. There we go. Okay. Which way do we gotta go? We need to go. Whoa! There's so many of these random big drops too. We're gonna go around. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go around it. I'm not wasting blocks to build. I feel so spoiled right now having like a whole world to actually run around in. Bambi and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Of just like islands has kind of like made me, at least me, very resource aware, because there's only so many things you can get on islands before you're like, you got to figure out a farm. And yeah, I feel spoiled now. I can just walk around and find everything I want. That's part of what caused me to lose your quartz the other day. Oh, yep. Thinking you had the elytra. It's a slippery slope. Loving elytra. The elytra giveth and the elytra taketh away. Just remember that. Look at this place. I've never been to Glacier National Park, but I've seen pictures. And Glacier National Park. At least you don't have islands in Nether. That's true. That's true. Islands in the Nether would be horrifying, I think. Oh, in this way. We're not gonna throw ourselves off of a cliff intentionally. Well, we might have to here. I think we have reached the end of the road wherein we can just walk straight, so we are gonna drop ourselves down. Where is my water? Wouldn't it be crazy if my water like froze instantly? That would make me so sad. Maybe I will just keep that out of my inventory just in case. You'd cry, maybe quit the server, lol. Yep. Yeah, I would probably too if everything was islands. I mean, the overworld islands, the end's islands, but the end is already islands. That's just me being silly. If the Nether was islands too, I don't know. Islands, it's a hard challenge. Like, I think it's been pretty easy because we all work really well together, but ooh, imagine trying to do that all on your own. I think that would be a difficult task. We're kind of on the right way. We're technically supposed to go like directly this way to get back to the base. And I don't really want to do that. I feel like, hello puppy. Feel like going this way. Ooh, there's a trail rune right here. Look at that. Going straight this way. I don't know. We'll try. We'll try for a little bit and just see where this gets us. There's a big, yeah, I was like, there's a big mountain over here somewhere, and I don't really want to climb over it. It's gonna freeze us. I'm gonna get frozen. What am I looking at? There's just a wall of white over there. We're gonna go observe. Oh, it's just that. It just looks really strange from a distance. Interesting. Onward, onward, we continue the fight. Not here though, not there, that's for sure. Haha, we go backwards. We're not going to freeze. Oh. So far, we have not seen another popular dappled forest place. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I assume we're probably getting closer to chunks we've loaded before. Yeah, because now look, it's straight. Well, not yet. When it gets to kind of being straight that way, that's when we're probably already in chunks we've loaded before. But we still got some ways. If I just look this way, you can see we're still not pointing directly to our right. Is this what you do for a living, like your career? Do I have another job? I have another job. I have a full-time job. I would love to make videos and hang out on stream and chat with you all day, every day, but we're not there yet. So, by day, I work in insurance. So by, the rest of the time, I do what I want to do and have fun with that. Okay, I think we're probably good enough. I'm so afraid of falling into some scary powdered snow, so let's just be careful and be aware. Last thing I want to do is freeze. Thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think things are going pretty well. They just, you know, just gotta keep going well. So, but the good thing is there's a good group of people who are always hanging out, so keeps me inspired, keeps it fun. I can't complain. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Okay, there is some powdered snow there, but luckily we made it out of that just fine. I think we're probably in chunks we've loaded before, would be my best guess. So I'm assuming we're probably not going to find the abandoned camp here. Uh-oh. Don't want that, that's for sure. Head this way. See my progress makes me feel like an elf. You know, day 2 with fully enchanted armor. Well, to be fair, that's farther than I am. And I don't think that makes you a no life. I think that just is, you know, you got set down and you got to work. I have been running around for days just trying to find the new stuff. So last time we updated to 26.2 and we went looking for the new the sulfur cave and couldn't find one. So we spent 2 hours, 2 human real life hours running around looking for a sulfur cave and not finding one. And then today we just updated to the newest snapshot and immediately went and looked for the new Dappled forest and found that, and now we got to run all the way back to base. So you know, if you just sit down and get to work on stuff, you probably get a lot farther, which is what you did. If I'd done that, I probably would be a lot farther along. I've just been spending my time adventuring and goofing off. So. Jesse, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Shadow, yo, what's up? Thank you. I know. We've been talking, Gorilla. We've been talking about the world generation of this world is kind of insane. Like, it looks really good. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's just so good. So, yeah, I think I lucked out on whatever this seed is for sure. It's been really nice. And I mean, we've already found the new Dappled forest, which we're going to head back to. I was hoping I would find another one on our way back to our base, but it does not appear that we're going to be lucky enough to have that happen. But we'll probably head back over there. We still are looking for that sulfur cave. It has eluded us so far, but we are going to find it. Thank you, Marky. Yeah, if you're hanging out here, or if you're new, or, you know, if you're liking it so far, please like the stream, because it makes people see the stream. Like, YouTube will send it to more people, and then look, we get to all hang out. It's great. It's fantastic. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we should figure out what this seed is, though, for sure, at some point. But I don't know if it'll actually let me look. Oh, it will let me look on hardcore. Okay, well, I feel like that could allow me to cheat, and I don't really want to do that just yet, so maybe once we've actually found the sulfur cave, we'll do that, but up until then, I wanna stay in the chase for it. Did I save the chords to the Dappled forest? No, but I know roughly where it was at. It was at, so let's see, what are we at? We're at 23, so it was negative 3,000, negative 6,000, basically. In that direction. What makes me think that you like it? I don't know, you're commenting. Any engagement is good engagement, Nettie. I'm glad you're here, so therefore you must be glad you're here. Whoop. Tip when playing that made you die in another hardcore world is when you fly with Elytra and fly down from high enough. Yep. If you look at a sharp angle, then you get all, yes. Yep. Yeah, Elytra is very fickle. We were already having actually a conversation about Elytra earlier today. Just how used to flying around with Elytra I am, so I have to like remind myself to not jump off of cliffs in this world, because I'm so used to flying around with Elytra in another world that I, in an instant, could probably throw myself off a cliff and lose this world for good. So I have to remind myself to not do that. Loki made you cry, you're on day, I mean, day 400's, I would cry too. That's a lot of progress to lose very suddenly. So I would probably cry too. Speaking of things to jump off of, I probably won't jump off of this, but I probably could. I don't know. We'll play it safe. We'll play it safe. I do have the water bucket, but I just don't know if I would be ready for the water bucket clutch. Gathering materials from moss farm and clay farm. Ooh, exciting. I need to finish my video because I have had it 80% finished for days, and I just haven't had time to go back. This week was my first week with my coworker. Just left and got a new job. Very excited for him. However, that leaves me as the only person doing my job for our whole company. And so my whole week has just been kind of a catch-up week, trying to get caught up with all the things that he still had sitting around, as well as the other things I've had. So I've had to postpone some of the actual big video editing. You know, obviously the Tuesday videos I kind of work into my schedule because I want them to happen. And so yeah, that's why it's been very, very shorts heavy this last week, has been because I've just got so much going on for like real work, but hoping that I can get that video done for Sunday. That's the ideal, is I really want that video out for Sunday because I already have the next video like ready to go. Like I haven't filmed it yet, but I have like everything that I'm going to do in my mind ready. I've already prepared how I'm gonna edit it all together. Like I've got a much better idea for what I'm doing for the next video, so I just need to finish this video. And I think that's maybe why I haven't finished it. You like watching people play hardcore while you play? Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's the beauty of like watching. I don't know. I really like watching other people's videos and streams while I'm playing as well, because it's like, you know, I'm walking around my world. It's like playing split screen with a friend. Like, you know, again, I think back to like when I played on Xbox 360 edition when this game first came out. I'd play with my brother for hours and we just play split screen, and like I could look at my screen, I could look at his screen, just see what everybody's doing. You can just, you know, I could stop for a minute and just look around. Yeah. So I get that entirely. I think it's kind of nostalgic and nice. You had a sneak peek inside my island. Wow. Yeah, it does look pretty good. I'm glad you took a look at it. I'm very excited about it, and it's working really well. I just haven't, you know, can't spoil it before my video's out, but it looks pretty good. Just a nice new farm that I made over there. It's very nice. About to hop on your account too to play after stream. Perfect. Yeah, I hope I'm encouraging everybody to hop onto the craft. This is, you know, one of my favorite games. So I love it when people watch me and then they're like, wow, I need to go play some Minecraft. So I'm down with that. You need to start editing videos. You have the wither situation to edit. Might add my farms at the end of it. I don't know, just vibing. I think something I'm gonna try and do, because I would say I've made a lot of videos that I'm very proud of. But obviously, like, some of my videos can get pretty long, and I think something I want to try and work on is making videos that are just a little bit shorter, like maybe in that 20-minute range, just to have them, one, be easier to edit by me, and two, be easier to watch for like other people. And that way, you know, you're just sitting down for a 20-minute video as opposed to a 40-minute video, which, like, grand scheme of things doesn't really feel like that much different, but that's 20 whole minutes, you know. So we'll try that. I think this video might be a little bit longer than that, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. #1 game equals Minecraft. I think I would agree with that entirely, for sure. That would make it better. Yeah, play with some Minecraft in the background. Absolutely, yeah. It is. Sorting your shulkers and need a full shulker of golden carrots. Your villagers barely restock. Do you have a bed nearby? What I've found on my solo worlds is, for whatever reason, because I know you don't need to have a bed near the villagers, but for whatever reason, when I put a bed nearby the villagers, they actually like restock more frequently. So maybe that's just, you know, whatever, maybe my world has a bug to it. That the world where that all happens is a very interesting world already, where we've experienced quite a number of bugs. So I could see that just being a bugged feature, but I'd say just give it a try to like throwing a bed nearby to that villager and see if it'll work. Don't put it somewhere that they can reach it unless it's like where you want them to be, though, for sure. But sounds good, Tony. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. Oh yes, yes, I did. I did just make a shulker farm. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, the thing that helped me the most with my villagers restocking was just placing down that bed. I don't know why it did, but there's my advice if you want to give that one a try. Maybe that's a thing and I just didn't know it was a thing. Also, I should use a string duper and a fisherman. Yeah, I have thought about it might be worth it to do a string duper just on this just for emeralds. But it's also, I mean, once you zombify villagers and change them out, if you just make a tree farm and you trade sticks with villagers that have been zombified and, like, you know, returned back to normal, you can get so many emeralds, and that's also basically an infinite emerald farm without needing to do any duping. So we'll see. I have thought about that just to have some form of reliable emeralds, but yeah, I mean, any number of doing things with sticks, or even if you zombify and cure a farming villager and trade like pumpkin melons, and if you just have a good melon and pumpkin farm, yeah, that's unlimited emeralds too. You know, it's got that 1-to-1, so we'll see. We'll see what we get to in time. Wow, we were a long way away, guys. I didn't realize how far away we walked last time. Minecraft R6 and Rise of Kingdoms. Oh my gosh, Siege is my, like, that is my love. Minecraft is my favorite game, but Siege is like the game that I have, other than Minecraft, spend the most time in. So I'm right there with you. At least your 1 and 2 are my 1 and 2 for sure. Rise of Kingdoms haven't played, but I know people who love it. So I do understand that one too, but yeah, Minecraft and Siege are my 2 go-tos. Do I have other worlds, or is this so this is my only hardcore world that I have right now. But I have, so I make videos on a server that I have with some friends that are just a normal survival Minecraft. And then, so that's called Island Life. And then I have this hardcore stream. And then I'm thinking about starting another series that's just a completely unmodded survival series, but we'll see. We'll see. I kind of like the 2 that I have going, and I don't want to do too much and then make people feel like they're missing one thing if they choose to watch one or the other, you know. So I'm trying to think through to make things the most accessible and, like, you know, approachable for everybody. But this is my only hardcore world right now. Yeah. Because I was on Dr. Polkadot. That's true. RIP Dr. Polkadot. But yes, that is actually why we are so far out for sure. He got us a long ways for sure. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I think we're headed in the right direction though. But yeah, any number of my past videos, so I have another world that I played on for a very long time that we called Arbor Ridge, very affectionately. We love that world. Yeah, thank you, girl. I appreciate that. But yeah, we got a number of things. If you ever want to see some of the other builds and things I've done, they are there. Easy to see too. Look at that birch forest over there. I don't remember crossing this water, so I really hope this is actually taking us back to our base and that we didn't now have a corrupt thing. I'm sure we don't. I'm sure it's fine. We'll be all right. I just swore we would have already made it back by now, just with that one area we were walking through earlier, but alas. Maybe we'll find a geyser. Maybe we're doing the right thing now and we're gonna actually stumble upon a geyser. That would be awesome. Oh, big old dark oak. I do think I remember that, perhaps. Not sure. I think so. Let's go this way. now that we're kind of into an easier place to navigate. We still have not found any of the abandoned camps. But again, I think obviously those are going to be in new chunks, so we're going to have to just make sure we're looking into new chunks to find things like that. But we'll just keep on doing what we're doing now. Get ourselves all set up back at base, and then figure out what we want to do next. If nothing else, I think we go back to base, we just get a bunch of our iron. We can take that with us to wherever we want to go. And then we've at least got a nice iron store with us. Well, I think this is just the direction to keep going, I suppose. Definitely not the safest place to be, but I was over 9,000 blocks out. Yes, I am pretty sure that is true. Yeah, we were a ways out, but we just got to yapping. It was just a day of yapping and moving, and it was fun. It was a good time. And now look at us, another day of yapping and moving. But we're working our way back home. So it's all good. Jeremy, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Glad to have you here. I'm sure you did that earlier. My alerts are a little delayed. Just for the YouTube alerts. Twitch alerts are very fast, but YouTube alerts, something about the API sends it very late, so. But thank you. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, I feel like it's probably safe to sleep. Yes, it is. Anybody have anything fun going on this weekend? We've got a wedding and a baby shower. Not our baby shower, but we have a wedding and a baby shower to attend, so we got all sorts of fun going on this weekend. And we're just gonna keep running. Keep running, keep letting him shoot at us. We do still have to avenge Dr. Polka Dot. That is true. We got to find the nearest drowned, and we will take them down. And also get a new Dr. Polka Dot, who I only realized after stream that I spelled Polka Dot wrong. But in my defense, I thought Polka Dot could not be spelled like polka. Like, I thought they had to be different things. And then it turns out it is exactly the same spelling. And I'm just a dweeb. But I figured they couldn't be the same spelling, because why would it be called Polka Dot? So that's on me. Grandma's 88th birthday. That's awesome. Happy birthday to Grandma. That's really great. 88 is a long time. I hope that is a lot of fun. As fun as an 88th birthday party can be. Your son is having a huge grad party. Nice. That's also exciting. Also another huge life accomplishment. Very great. I think that's the only thing missing from my weekend is like, you know, a grandparent's birthday party and a kid's grad party. Those are like kind of all the, you know, if I had those, I would almost complete all the life events. I don't want to wish for a funeral, so we're not going to throw that one into that. But will be fun. She's a big football fan and the game is on. Nice. That's perfect. I saw a funny meme that said anybody who loses to America in soccer should have to call it soccer for the rest of the year. And I think that is funny. And I held back from sending you a single message during the US-Australia game. So I even said to V, I was like, ooh, I should just send a message. I should just send a message to Bambi. But I held back. I have actually been really bad at keeping up with FIFA, though, to be entirely honest. I will have those in about 18 years. That is true. That is true. And I'm sure there will be a weekend that lines up with a baby shower, a grad party, and a wedding. It'd be almost impossible to not. I see our roof! I see home. We've made it. I wonder if I feel like we haven't gone very far in, oh gosh, I don't actually know which direction. That direction. Yeah. So we might be able to find the Dappled forest over there. That'd be cool. Yeah, I will not. I would never, Nettie. Oh my gosh, this is triumphant music to be coming back to as well. There it is. Our beautiful home. All right. Well, now that we're home, I suppose, you know, we know that it's here. We could just go straight back that way. Maybe let's drop off some things. There's no reason we need to be carrying around all this stuff. Let's go over, in, and hopefully no iron golem spawns outside of where he's supposed to spawn. Oh, hello, villagers. You're all lovely. What a nice house. Okay. Do I have any... Do we have any wheat just sitting around? Do I need to grab some more wheat? Ooh, we could cow compact. I would feel a little bad, but we could. What I do want, though, is this guy. We're gonna plant some of these around. Oh, it's me again. Hello, Bronwyn. Oh, it's you again. Glad to have you here. Planting in some of the new trees. We're gonna see how these look all scattered around the base. Yes, I do. Everyone is pointing out how AI is putting the wrong background city skylines in vids for FIFA. I didn't even know that was a thing going on. Like I said, though, I have not been paying very close attention, so that's kind of on me. Let's grab all of this. Let's see if we can't get any of these trees to grow. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at them. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, there's the red one. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are gorgeous. I love these. How many diamonds do I have? I don't know how many diamonds I have. To be absolutely honest with you, I have no clue how many diamonds I have. I don't even know. I've got 60 diamonds. 60 of them. Not to mention what I'm wearing and what I have in my hands, I suppose. You're eating blackberry cobbler? That sounds like... Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to make a biome of our own. I think I'm going to tear down this. These ones feel very in a line. So maybe I'll tear down... Maybe I'll tear down these two. And we'll pick up their saplings and then we'll replant them around. Oh my gosh, these are so much taller than I think they're going to be. What can I move? What do I not need directly in my inventory? I don't even need that, but that's fine. Look at these things, guys. They're beautiful. Yeah, it's a lot of diamonds. I spent some good time mining some diamonds. Don't you worry. Party. Fat fingers issue. Hey, don't worry. It is very... What did you say? Soul. Party. It is very, very party. For sure. Why are copper bulbs so expensive? Dude, I don't know. And I've obviously had firsthand experience with this recently trying to make copper bulbs. And there is no reason for them to be as expensive as they are. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. I need this guy to give us some more. We need more saplings, please. This one. I think these are gonna have like oak sapling drop rates. Soon, everybody's gonna be like, oh gosh, another poplar tree. I don't want that. I hope that doesn't happen. These are beautiful. Nah, bro, you're lean. This is your dad's profile. Oh, gotcha. That's fine. Nah, blackberry cobbler sounds so good. I haven't had like a good cobbler in a while. All right, let's see if we can't. Well, we'll let this continue to despawn. Where could we use some more? I think along that ridge over there, probably. There's definitely room for more in town too. Maybe we'll do one right here. Feels a little low, but I kind of love it. So we're gonna go with it. Definitely right here. Needs one. Perfect. And then we'll do another like right here-ish. Oh my gosh. This might be the best decision we've made, was to update to the new update. Oh my gosh. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. We still need more saplings though. Can't go holding out on me. I need all of you. Please and thank you. Look at this place. It's so beautiful. You know what needs these types of trees? Arbor Ridge. We need some orange trees in Arbor Ridge for sure. Oh, you can grow. You can grow. Really? You can't grow there? All right. That's not what I meant to put there. Put that there. I think a tree could grow right here. Probably. Let's go get some more bone meal. Hello, villagers who are planting all of my stuff. That is not what I wanted. Sir, will you replant all this for me? Are you planning on replanting this all for me? Because if you're not, don't touch it. Don't steal all my stuff, man. I don't want that. I'm gonna try and get this all planted back down before he starts planting anything. Hopefully he does actually plant all this back. That would be nice, but I doubt it. Plus I needed all the seeds I could get so that I could, you know, turn them into bone meal, but that's fine. All right, let's do this now. Yep, that's not a lot of seeds. I can see all the ladies' amazing builds. That's true. Yeah, they're gonna do some crazy cool builds for sure. Customize the village houses like medieval style. Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea. I do love that style of building as is as well. So that's a great idea. Where all of that bone meal went. So we're just gonna. We didn't get a lot of it. That's probably where it went. Is we didn't get a lot. Yeah, I'm excited to use these leaves for sure. The red leaves. I'm just trying to think of like all the fun red builds you can make. And we kind of have like the orange, like the yellow and the orange. Like, I'm loving that. Why this feels dark. And I know it's not, because we wouldn't let this be too dark, but I just am gonna place that just for safety. Sir, please. Sir, please fall into the water, please, sir. What are you doing, man? Oh! Oh, run! Oh, run! Oh, run! I was too cozy. I was too cozy. All right, into the house. Oh, he's not mad at me anymore, maybe. Nope, he's still mad at me. All right. We'll let that age out, perhaps. Do we have some blocks to build with? We do have some blocks to build with. I'm so sorry, sir. No. He's up on a block. He's trying to hurt me. I've whiffed it. Have we found a dripstone cave on Island Life? There is one over by Zen's base. There is one over by Zen's base. I don't know. I don't think it's something that he's also like keeping to himself or anything. So I think it should be good to get over there. But I do know there is one there. So I think maybe we'll do the tree here. Can you not? I am thinking about things right now, sir. Of course, you're gonna hide in all my bamboo, or not my bamboo, and my sugar cane, so I can't hit you. Beautiful. All I wanted. Okay. I don't know what I can move to my inventory. I can move all sorts of things, probably. Okay. Shall we sleep? I feel like this has been a hectic night. We're gonna get some sleeps in. There is also a dripstone cave at spawn. That is true. I'm pretty sure. Oh, hey, look, that one grew on its own. Okay. Guys, what a place. What a beautiful place. We're just gonna get all the cows bred up here real quick, and then we're gonna keep planting stuff. Have we fed them all yet? No. No way that we've fed them all. Maybe we have. All right. Well, I'll leave that behind here. 17 more raw beef we can get cooking up. I have diamond armor. Yes, I do. I do indeed. The most important of things is all my diamond armor. Okay, we can leave that behind. Where is our, like, important stuff box? We've got, well, first of all, look at all these bones. We can just take all that and turn that into bone meal. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we got some organizing we need to do. I know that. I was doing a really good job, and now I would say I'm doing a less good job about staying organized. We have a place for obsidian. We do have a place for obsidian. Look at that. That in there. Okay. We have a place for emerald? I don't think we do. Take those out. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I feel like coming on. Okay, I think shelf mushrooms. Oh! Hello! I forgot that we put you in the water. Wow, okay. Look at that. New life and everything. Things are going crazy over here. I think those don't need to go there. Those can maybe go here. Okay. Keep that. Get all... Ew, I don't need that, but that's whatever. We'll just drop off everything that we can. Oh, that's just a bag of bags. There we go. Look at our bag of bags. Okay. Building, greenery, all that sort of stuff goes in here. All of our wood and such. Nice. Okay. Food. Oh my goodness, guys. What have we done? We've done some good stuff. Okay, we have our saddle, crafting table. Like these things I think we need for adventure. The clock we don't necessarily need unless we're underground. So I think I'm good to leave that one behind when we're not in need of it. And all the food and stuff we can hold on to. Arrows, we probably don't need all these arrows, but I don't really have any reason to get rid of all those arrows. So whatever. But what we can do is turn all of this into bone meal, and let's go plant some more trees, I think. If you remember correctly, it's a gigantic one that connects. I'm pretty sure, yep. Remember last time you saw, I told you to get full diamond, but I had no diamonds. We haven't named the Happy Gas yet, so if you got any suggestions, I think we are open to suggestions on the Happy Gas name. Yeah, no, I think the last time you were here, I was still struggling to even like find diamonds, and then we just did really well, and now look at us, so. I think we've turned out all right. I don't know that I love where this tree is, but I could also just be saying that because I need to get more saplings. So who knows? We're gonna tear this tree down, and we're gonna get some more saplings, and then we're gonna build another tree, and then we're probably gonna tear that one down and get some more saplings too. Take a hydrate break. There we go. Yes. Do I have another portal? I do. My IRL name is Sam. Yeah. Name him Sky. Sky the... Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. Sky the Happy Guest. I was thinking something like Gustav the Happy Guest, but I think Sky is a very pretty name. A more respectful name for the Happy Guest than I was giving. Look at this baby villager. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, we definitely need another tree or something in like this-ish area. Okay, you're not part of that. Okay. He flies through the sky. I know, that's true. That's true. We could do that. I don't know that I have an anvil over here though. What's up? It's Bro the Cat. really want to put one. I think if I'm gonna put one, I should put it like right here. That's my thought. So let's try this and see if we like how this turns out. Can you even grow here? I feel like that was a lot of bone meal to go through for you to not grow. There we go. Yeah, it was just crowded. Okay. Now we can plant some of this back, I think. Boom. There we go. And I'm hoping that that fixes this angle coming back in. Yes, I think it does. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need some more over that ridge, for sure. I like sky. I think sky's good. At least 3 new trees don't have as many limbs as taller oaks. Yeah. Big question, team controllers or team keyboard and mouse? I think it depends on the game. If it, like when it comes to general gaming, I think I much prefer keyboard and mouse now, but I used to be a die-hard controller player. And like I first played Minecraft on controller. I first played Siege on controller. Like, I very, very formative years in my gaming experience were on controller. So I would say they both have their place. Is that a valid answer? It just depends on the game. Like I think with Siege, controller's a lot harder, at least for me. Whereas mouse and keyboard, I think is a little easier for people who have never played the game to kind of step in and experience it. So, look at these trees. My gosh. They kind of feel like the trees from the Lorax. Can you guys see that? The trees with the little poofs on top of them? That's what these ones feel like to me. Also, look at this dang village. It is so cute. We got to get some more saplings for sure. Let's get some of these. Okay, and then I think maybe we'll just sit and farm this sapling. As long as there's not any others that come out. I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Yeah. All right, we're just going to sit and farm this sapling for a little bit and get some more saplings. You're on mobile phone. It would take a long time to learn keyboard, although you do want to try. It takes some time. I would say people who have played keyboard and mouse games before are definitely faster learners at keyboard and mouse games because, we've become acclimated to it. But I do really like it. And I think something I like a lot about keyboard and mouse is that it kind of feels like a natural extension of like my experience in a game. So like, when I want to look right, like I feel like, when your body like jumps to do something, like your hand can mimic those movements of like I can move my head IRL exactly how I'm moving my head in game. And all I have to do is kind of just like lock my shoulder. Like, so I don't know. I really like looking around and like viewing things especially in like with a keyboard and mouse. I just feel like it's a lot more intuitive like that. The WASD to move is definitely something to get used to, but once you're used to this, every single computer game is like this. Well, most every single computer game is like that, which does make it very easy going forward. Right now, for now, controller, you'll switch keyboard mouse, your next setup upgrade, which is probably a long way from now. Hey, that's fine. That's respectable. Like I said, controller's good. Somewhere, I have my controller. I have a blue Xbox controller that has just always been my controller. And I can't remember the last time I used it. I think the last time I used it was on stream for something. I don't remember what. How long have I played Minecraft for? Do I play mini games like Bed Wars or Sky Wars? I've played Minecraft for 14 years. I think we decided last time. So yeah, a long time. Do I play Bed Wars or Sky Wars? I actually have not. I haven't done a lot of the Minecraft games in a long time. I used to do the Hunger Games maps a lot when I was younger. But kind of now I just do whatever's on MCC Island if I'm looking for kind of mini games, but I mostly just like playing survival and just like building. That's what I enjoy the most. The PvP side of things is just something I've never really gotten like into. So I think PvP with friends is a lot of fun, but just kind of the general competitive side of Minecraft I never got into. Because again, I was talking about this earlier, but I play another game for kind of the competitive PvP side of things. So yeah, I just have never used Minecraft to kind of fill that itch, you know? But I know people love it, and I think that is absolutely, it's popular for a reason, right? Like people have done a lot of really cool things in PvP for Minecraft. So I feel like we've almost filled up this view how I want it to look. That's not gonna grow, is it? There we go. I knew it just needed something. Okay. Let's do maybe another one right over here for now. And I think we've probably surrounded the area well enough. We could probably get a light there. Oh my gosh, look at this place with the sunset. And we've got our little ridge of trees over there. Yeah, I think we should definitely make that even more dense. But I do really like how that looks. We'll just keep that going all around. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. I think maybe we can plant one more over here too. Oh, or not. We'll let that grow in its own time. How's the iron farm looking? The iron farm is looking grand. We will let that continue to work. We didn't have a console when we were young, so grew up playing Mario Kart, etc. All on the PC, all three of us on one keyboard. Wow. We did not have, let's see, we had an Xbox. Xbox 360, and then I got an Xbox One when I went to college. So we, like, that's kind of what our whole experience was. I didn't even get a PC. My little brother had a PC forever, but I didn't actually get a PC until I think my sophomore year of college. So, fun fact. Hi to V if you're watching, by the way. Hope she's doing well. She's doing very well. I'm sure she will respond now that I've read it out loud. I know she's working on something on the side, so she's probably not reading chat, but hearing me, she might say something now. Yeah, 14, yep. In Minecraft, you absolutely suck at PvP. The thing is, I've never tried to do PvP, like you know, in a specific like 1v1 scenario, because I just assume I'm gonna be bad at it because I like building in that side of things. So like, I just assume I'm gonna be bad at it. I could be the best. Who knows? Maybe I'm just like the best at PvP, but who knows? And I'd like to see this new forest is over cave in World of Jar. That's so true. I bet they're already working on that. I bet the next World of Jar that comes out has all that. Out of your group of friends, you were the best PvP player in Minecraft in middle school. 12 years passed since that time. Lol. Yeah. Maybe we need to set up a PvP tournament. See who's the best. Yeah, the leaf particles are really pretty. It does take a lot of skill for sure. Look at those leaves. They're so beautiful. Okay, what do we got? We don't really have much more sitting around, do we? So we can, I suppose, set off on a journey. How much? Yeah, we've almost got, oh my goodness, there's so many iron golems around. I don't like, that one scared me. I thought he was after me, to be entirely honest. I'm feeling pretty good with our little area. Let's see if we can't feed the cows again. Oh, we can. Okay, we can get some more food. And then I think we can continue our quest for the Silver Cave. Because now that we're, you know, now that I'm seeing how red and orange and these all cinnabar, sulfur, they're made to go with those builds for sure. These trees are meant to go with those builds. I'm sure of it. So we should probably find that stuff. Marky said hi. There you go. V has responded. Sam will smoke us all. I might. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I feel like the way to set it up is we just do some wood swords and we just battle at my base on the cove. I feel like that's a safe place. It's flat. It's level. I feel like that's the place to do. Yeah, maybe we should try that. Yeah. You debated making some minigames for Island Life. You'd be down to make an arena. Yeah, you should do that. That'd be fun. Snowballs for Sky ASAP. Yeah, that's true. I should probably head, if I want snowballs, we gotta head back off that way to get some. My biggest thing is I don't want her to grow up in here because then she'll be trapped and she might perish, and I don't want that. So we just need to make sure that she grows up somewhere safe. Okay, food. Not gonna leave without the food. Oh, wow. Look at this. We're gonna have exactly a 64 stack. There's gonna be exactly a 64 stack. That's exciting. Yeah, dude, Elytra, Mace, Spear, all of that level of PvP mechanics is crazy. Or like respawn anchor PvP, like people have too much time on their hands. If they're using respawn anchors to blow you up, like that's crazy. That's crazy to me. So I get that. I'm always stunned when I see that. Okay, we're headed straight this way, folks. Because I believe this is the way that we came back over. So this should take us straight to a mountain wherein we could get some snowballs for the sky. But then we could also see if there's a closer poplar forest. I know it's called a dappled forest, but it's poplar wood, so I feel like it makes sense to call it poplar forest. Or if there is a sulfur cave, that's the ideal. I would love for there to be a sulfur cave. But it's not going to be right here, you know. You want an anything goes arena and you want to use your bow, lol, yeah. Hey, that's fine. If that's how you can win, then we know, you know, Bambi will win if using a bow. You know, we just know that. Yeah, if respawn anchor pops up, wrap it up, GG. Exactly. Like that's why I always get so like, if I ever see a clip from Dr. Donut, which for those who don't know who Dr. Donut is, he's just another Minecraft streamer. But he's got a very big server that people are on. And anytime I see clips of like PvP from him or anybody on that server, they're just like spamming respawn anchors and totems of undying and everything. I'm like, how is that fun? Like, how do people find that fun? It's literally just who has the most totems and respawn anchors. And if you have the most, you will win. You will be the winner. And I don't see the fun in fighting like that. Like, I feel like if you're gonna fight, you should just fight with the good old-fashioned sword and some good old-fashioned armor, and just have fun with it that way. But maybe I am Unk, so who knows? Is this sulfur right here? Is this a geyser? No, that's just sand. Is it just sand? Hold on. It is just sand. I got excited. I was like, no way, there's a geyser right here. We went all the way out to the middle of nowhere for a geyser to be right here. We didn't. We're good. Who said anything about winning? Oh, I see. I think with a bow, if I wasn't using a bow, you'd probably win. But I do pride myself on my bow capabilities as well. I can hit some pretty nasty shots with the bow. For sure. This feels like some scary terrain over here. I don't like it. Okay. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. We're just walking straight today. Well, mostly straight. We're gonna get ourselves this way as best as we can in a straight line. Unlikely to be a perfectly straight line though. Exactly, the fights take so long. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I just can't get into it. So when people ask me if I like do Minecraft PvP, that's what comes to my mind now, because I think that's what people are meaning is like, oh, do you do this like spam clicking PvP? And I'm like, no. If you're talking like sword crits and bow skills, yeah, I'm pretty good at that. But if you're talking mace PvP, you know, dropping out of the sky, landing a mace on top of the dragon or the wither, I'm not your guy. I don't know how to do that very well. You're a billionaire in Donut SMP and you love Crystal PvP. The new update made the server bad like vanilla. So is Crystal PvP just when you spam end crystals, I'm assuming? I would assume that that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, some people love it, and I can't knock it. Like, if people love it, you know, everybody should be able to enjoy. That's the beauty of Minecraft as a sandbox, is everybody can enjoy the game in the way that they want to. So, you know, if you're somebody who loves the vanilla worlds and playing vanilla, you can enjoy Minecraft vanilla and not ever have a problem. And if you're somebody who loves mods, you can completely mod it all the way to however far you want. PvP, you can do whatever you want. Like, not gonna knock it. However, I feel as though I am too far behind in the curve of learning how to do like modern PvP like that. For sure. Yes, snow. I know snow is part of the journey. Sulfur is the other part of the journey. But I will grab these little emeralds. Hello. I got 3 emeralds from that. Wow. No, so like you have to get lower than them and do spam crystals and pop their totems before they can put one on. You're really good and you can put totems on fast. Wow, okay. There's just, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of prep that has to go into a fight like that. Which, I mean, I guess makes it worth it, right? You did all the prep. If you win, you were prepared, right? But yeah, I'm just used to the good old, oh, sneaking up on my friend and I'm gonna steal their diamonds, so I gotta put them down. You know? Like, that's the type of PvP that I grew up on. But I feel like after netherite armor though, PvP kind of gets hard though, like without using explosives and other things, so I kind of get it too. 2v2t, dangerous server, been around 15 years, hackers everywhere. Yeah, we actually, one of the guys who hangs out in chat relatively frequently, he might even be lurking tonight, Death, he makes some YouTube videos as well, but he does a stream where he just runs like an auto tracking mod on 2v2t, and like he does all sorts of like really heavy mods and hacks and stuff on 2v2t, and he has a lot of fun with it. But I think they're kind of fun to watch, especially when he's got the auto flying and moving stuff on. Like, I think it's kind of cool just to see the game function that way, because again, not something that I do, but it's, you know, it's a way that people love to play the game. So there is a pale garden over here, and I think we should sleep. It's really not nighttime. Okay, whatever. I refuse to believe it is not nighttime. Yeah, Marky just said it as well. Yeah, Death loves 2v2t. Well, he makes it seem like he loves it. I don't know if he loves it, but he makes it seem like he does spend a fair amount of time on it. There's also D-tapping, which is hitting someone with a sword and then quickly blowing them up while they're in the air, which is easy with keybinds. On D-tap, you can auto-pop a totem. Oh, interesting. Interesting. See, these, yeah, it's like mechanics and like tech of Minecraft that like I just don't even know, because I'm so far from that side of it, you know? But I mean, it's cool stuff. Like, I don't know, I love learning new features in the game that I'm not used to or that I don't know anything about. But yeah, it's just one of them. I'm like, wow, I don't know when I'm gonna need to know that, but it's cool. Okay, the lodestone is still directly behind us, so we're doing good. Yeah. Yeah, I think he does some pretty cool stuff over there. I feel it in my bones today. We are going to find a silver cave. I just don't know if we're going to actually find the geyser that goes with it, but I have a feeling we're going to find the silver cave. We got skunked last time, so I think today's the day that we could do it. Everybody keep your eyes out. You would argue you're a whole lot farther. Just a lame old mama. A whole lot farther in what? Oh, farther like behind in like Minecraft tech. Yeah. You do like older hardcore though. It's like normal sword and axe PvP, but there's golden heads, which is like buff golden apple. Interesting. Okay. I actually haven't watched any UHC. I know people love it though, but yeah, that's another one that I've just not watched. I would love to do like a life series, life steal, that sort of type world eventually. Come up with, you know, some sort of original idea in that genre, because I've always loved watching those videos, and I think people really enjoy the idea of like somebody has to win. Like people like the light competition of it mixed in with just the fun of Minecraft as it is. So I would love to figure out a way to do something similar to that one day. But we'll figure that out. We'll find that out one day. I've got a couple ideas. Like an idea that I did have was, what if we could get enough people to have like 2 kingdoms, right? Like 2 actual kingdoms. And then, you know, there's for the first like 100 in-game days or whatever, there is peace. But then after X amount of time, like the peace is dropped and it is all out war or whatever needs to happen. I'd be interested to see about something like that. I don't know. Something fun. I'd love to do a little fun series like that one day. Yeah, it does suck. The nice thing is the people that I play with are all people who make YouTube videos as well and have been doing it for a number of years. So the nice thing is the majority of the people that are on the server are people that are very much, you know, still making videos and very involved. So I think the thing about servers is obviously the stereotype is they just die out real fast. But I think my counter to that is you just got to find the right people. And once you find the right people, like, it's smooth sailing. Your brain always defaults to 1.7.2 Minecraft knowledge. It's been 13 years since it released. Yeah, there are times I have to catch myself when I realize I've been thinking a little too early Minecraft. I've just realized I left our straight line, so I gotta return to our straight line. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, it's nice. So, you know, and there are people that come and go, and you know, some people are busy some weeks and not busy other weeks, but the thing is all of us do still make an effort to be on the server and talking to each other and being active in we have a Discord chat and things like that. So like, even when people can't be online or posting videos or streaming or whatever it may be, like everybody's still doing their part to stay involved. So that's been really nice to have. Oh my gosh, look at this baby. So little. But yeah. No. It's nice when you got a good group of people. It's a really good experience. But sometimes, I will say, sometimes the 2-week Minecraft phase is still so fun. Even as somebody who plays Minecraft every day and makes, you know, videos for it and tries to, you know, run series and everything. Like having, you know, for example, Nettie opened a family Minecraft server. And so, you know, a group of us were playing on that. And we just no-lifed that for like an entire weekend. And it was so fun. And we've gone back like once or twice since then. But like sometimes just doing that is just so fun and nostalgic, and it's like I see the draw of that, but obviously when you're on a big server, you don't want that to happen on your server for sure. Like that's something you don't want to happen on a server, but something that I still think is a fun thing to do every now and then. You're more of a builder, not really PvP. Me too. Me too. Building is my absolute love, and that's what made me fall in love with Minecraft, is just the ability to build without, you know, any sort of anything blocking me, really. I was gonna say any restrictions, but like even greater than that, like there is no restriction at all. It is just your brain and what you can think of, and I think that's what I love so much about the game is the building and just how far you can take your ideas. In your case, you go play other games for a couple weeks and come back. Yeah. Everybody's got their own way of, you know, resetting and playing. Not everybody can be like Bambi and myself, where we just wake up every day and we're like, wow, I want to go play Minecraft. Because every day I wake up and I'm like thinking about the world and like what I want to do next. Like it's a part of my brain now that, you know, I understand not everybody has that. Yeah, but you know, I like it. I can't complain. I like that I wake up every day wanting to create things, you know? Skeletons have aim too, bro. I swear. Come on, Mojang. What are we doing? I know. I feel like skeleton, especially in hardcore or just on hard mode in general, skeletons are Navy SEAL snipers, man. They are so precise with it. It's horrifying. You love progressing fast, like getting max 7-6 hours, do all this stuff. Exactly. It's just a fun rush. Like I think that's what is so fun about the 2-week Minecraft phase, is because when I know something is just going to be a brief time of just a group of friends playing Minecraft and being fully on a server for, you know, just a solid 2 weeks, but like it's 2 weeks of being with people you just really enjoy being around. It's so fun to just keep getting those dopamine hits of running and just, oh, look, I've got full armor. Oh, look, I just built an entire bridge in one evening. Oh, I just did all these things. Like, yeah, it's awesome. And I feel like I take on much bigger projects during the 2-week Minecraft phase because I'm like, well, I may as well push myself to the limit because I'm probably not going to finish it. So I may as well see what I could get done in this time. So I feel like my biggest builds up until recently had always been on the 2-week Minecraft phase, but yeah. No, I am a lover of the 2-week Minecraft. Abandoned camp! We found one! We found one! As I was saying, I'm a lover of the 2-week Minecraft phase. We found an abandoned camp. This is important. We should look at all this. So we have the structure here. Here's the wool slabs, the stairs. We got a copper sword, some rockets, a saddle, a bow, arrows, some potatoes. That's cool. Okay. Look at this spot, guys. Here's what the wool stairs look like. They just look like stairs, but they happen to be wool. Rockets is pretty cool. I do have to say, like, it is pretty cool. In a pinch, that could be really nice, especially if you like crash land with some elytra or you run out of rockets or anything. Like, oh, I see the appeal there. Oh my goodness, look at how large that portal is over there. Let's keep on headed on. You're the worst builder in the world. That's why you have to use tutorials. Dude, that's fine though. Like, that's the thing, is that some people love just finding other people's schematics and building off of other people's schematics. Some people love watching tutorials for builds. Like, all of it is completely valid. The best way to play Minecraft is the way that you enjoy playing Minecraft. That I will die on that hill. The way that you play Minecraft is the best way to play Minecraft. And nobody can tell you otherwise. We do have to, oh, I was gonna say we have to let this fire burn, but the rain has just come. I think we might have a thunderstorm upon us though. Nope, no thunderstorm. Just got very dark. Do it long enough and you'll find you can suddenly build. That is true. I will fully agree with that. If you just try building on your own enough, suddenly you'll find patterns in your builds that you really like and that you're able to just kind of riff off of for everything going forward. So like, I would say if you watch my first series of videos, I go from making one style of build into the next style of build into the next style of build. And like you can kind of see the progression of how I build, and all of that I've carried over like with me as I've continued. But like, I don't know, it's been really cool to just like see this active progression from just, you know, wood and you know, wooden planks into wood, stone and planks into wood, stone, shelves, planks, glass, like all these, like, I don't know. I feel like when you give yourself the time to start experimenting with builds, you learn a lot more about building and what you like to do. And then, I don't know, I think that's where everybody, you know, I feel like people say you'll find your style in building. I feel like that's how I found my style in building, was just forcing myself to keep building until I figured it out, you know? Oh, I love Fwip. Don't worry, I don't need to look up Fwip. Unless you're telling Gorilla to look up Fwip, in which case, yeah, Gorilla, look up Fwip. Great builder, yeah. How do I get my ideas for builds? The world, the real world. Most things that I build in Minecraft are inspired by something that I've seen in the world. And then other times they're inspired by things I see on like Pinterest, or other, like, you know, just online looking at pictures. So sometimes if I recently built a lighthouse, for example. And everybody knows what a lighthouse looks like, but I wanted to try and design something myself. So I looked on Pinterest at a couple examples of like a fantasy lighthouse. And then I kind of just ran with that and made something from it. So, but like caves, I've been building a lot of caves recently and spending a lot of time figuring out like how to build stalactites and stalagmites and all these other like cave structures. And I've been doing all sorts of like audio work and stuff that like so much of my building is inspired by what you can find in the real world. But some people don't want to take inspiration from the real world and they want to build completely from, you know, a video game. Like you know, if you really like how buildings look in Skyrim, build some buildings from Skyrim, you know, and just go from there. But yeah, I would say the majority of my inspiration comes from the real world for sure. Sam, you took a pic of a house on an island on the weekend for build inspo. Don't want to build it though. Well, all right. Well, I mean, I can try and build it. I love also just trying to recreate builds IRL. So, you know, if there's a real life thing, like for example, I went to Disney World a couple years ago, and took a picture of a building that I basically almost built brick for brick in my solo survival world because I just loved how it looked so much. So, yeah, I don't know. You find your things that inspire you. I think that's the thing, is that you got to find the things that inspire you instead of, you know, I don't know. Because like I get inspiration from the real world. I also get inspiration from watching other people make their things. Like, I think it comes from a lot of places. This music has gotten kind of introspect. I can't speak right now. Introspective is a word, right? Why am the word is, it's starting to not sound like a word to me. Yes, it's a word. I'm losing my mind apparently. We're going crazy. You're a mix of real world video games wanting to have fun colors. Exactly. And I think that's completely valid and fun. Those are all great things for inspiration. I think, yeah, just speaking of creators that inspire me, Fwip is a great one. Gemini Tay, Grian, Mumbo Jumbo, Joel, like those smallish beans. Like there's so many really, really great builders too that, oh my gosh, another abandoned camp. Do you guys see that? It's right over there. We're gonna go walk to that one too. That, yeah, you just, my best advice on that would just be to experiment with builds, experiment with things for inspiration, and then you'll kind of find the things that pull you in. You spent like 2 IRL days copying a house block for block, then accidentally deleted it a year later. Oh no. But I'm sure it felt really cool in the moment to have it done. Okay, so it stays white, but I think depending on the biome, they change the fence that's used. Ooh, candles, empty maps. Okay. There's a couple. We'll take the candles. What's we got? Oh, lots of food. That's good. There we go. Okay, so there's some good stuff that can be stored up in these. I would say I would not call any of that like fully beginner loot. I think that's actually, I mean, it's probably very helpful if you find one of those in the early stages, but I wouldn't say that that's necessarily like beginner loot because obviously we just took some of that. So there's a village over there. We've got it. We got to find a sulfur cave. I know they're here. I know it. I feel it in my bones. We will find a sulfur cave. I'm confident. Look at all these pigs and armadillos. Oh my gosh. Everyone, keep your eyes out. I know we're nearby. We've probably already walked past like 4 of them. Again, I am just doing this kind of the hard way by trying to find a geyser to use as a reference. Also, even if I have direct inspo pics, you go based on vibes. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, inspo pics are exactly what they sound like. They're, you know, it's to inspire you on an idea and then run with it from there. Sometimes I just jump into creative and I just put squares on each other. Like I just build like blocks, like big 16 by 16 blocks or other size blocks, and I just jam them together until it makes something that I like. Another abandoned camp down there. I thought there was a geyser right there, so I got really excited. But yeah, you know, you find the things that work for you and you run with them. I should have this out just in case I fall. King, what's up? How's it going? Glad to have you here. We were just talking about build inspiration and where people pull inspiration for their builds from. So if you've got anything you'd like to add into that conversation, the floor is open. There's a tree right here. What the heck? I think the weirdest place I think I've ever seen a tree grow in Minecraft. Pretty strange. Are we still pretty on course? Oh, we are still pretty on course. Wow. Keep on moving forward. Yeah, it was a very suspicious tree for sure. I don't know why it had to look like that. Sam, what's my favorite thing about myself? Oh, I think the thing that I pride myself the most in is that I value being kind to people over anything else. But I also know that that's like a weakness, you know, which I think of it very much as a strength. Like, it's hard for me to think of that as a weakness, but I know that that can lead to, you know, being taken advantage of by people because they know I will be kind or whatever. Like, but I pride myself in my ability to love people and, you know, do my best to be helpful and kind to everyone. So, I don't know. I think about that pretty often, especially like in times when it seems like people are just ready to be mean and mad at each other. It makes me feel good to know that, like, you know, I would be kind to anybody, and people tend to return that kindness when you are kind to them. So I think that's probably it. That, or just my general optimism. I'm a very optimistic person. Like, I don't see the dark, and I mean, I know the dark's there, but I choose to completely ignore the dark most of the time. So I would say either of those things are the two things I appreciate. I would say are like my two favorite things about myself. That, and I feel like I'm also very creative, and I think that also just makes me happy to like know that I haven't lost my childlike whimsy, even after years, you know, and growing up and everything, because I feel like that's something that people tend to lose and wish they never lost, and I'm glad to know that I haven't. Kindness is key, that's for sure. Do I ever get haters? I'm sure I have them. But to be honest, I think I'm small enough, like I'm a small enough channel that the people who are here and the people that are interacting are generally kind because they know I'm a small enough channel. I think some bigger creators get a lot more flack just because there's more people that are seeing their videos. I would say, like, sometimes I definitely get negative comments, but they're not aimed at me. They're aimed at Mojang making an update that people don't like, or you know, I said something incorrectly in a script. Like, it's not that people are mad at me or saying anything mean to me. They're just maybe not having a good day, you know? So I would say I personally have not experienced having any haters, but that doesn't mean they're not there. But it does mean that they keep to themselves about it, which I also appreciate, because if somebody showed up and they were spewing hate on me or about anybody in my community or anything, first of all, I'd probably just delete their comments because there's no room for that. But second of all, I meet people being mean with kindness only. Like, I only will be kind to people because I think killing people with kindness is way better. I don't know what was that to the right. We're gonna head back that way. You'll have to tell me if it was a little farther up, Marky. Yeah, kindness is key. I agree. I think everybody could be kinder. Even the people who think they are the kindest. I think everybody has space to be a nicer, more understanding person. I think, yeah. Something we all can do. Look at this place. World generation continues to be absolutely stunning. The world does need more kindness. That's for sure. Oh, it was before I slept. Oh, goodness. Sorry, that was a minute ago. I apologize. We'll have to look back through the VOD. Maybe we just walked right past one. I would laugh so hard if I did. Done all this walking, running around, and we've just, you know, completely passed the spot that we were trying to get to. I just want to find the stinking sulfur caves. Just want them. I want them. All good. I was talking. Yeah, I was just yapping. You all know how to get me going on a conversation, though. I feel like sometimes you guys just ask questions that make me like actually like really think and zone out, and then, you know, here I am just spewing my guts. But I appreciate you all asking questions. I like sharing these things. They're fun to talk about, and I also think, especially in terms of, you know, again, like we've been talking about like just being kind to people, being a decent human being. You know, everybody knows it, but you know, sometimes people just need to hear it. It's easier to be kind if you make it your goal or make the world a better place mission, and kindness can save people's lives. Exactly. Yep. I have always, so I actually had this, which I think this is very silly. In high school, pretty much every essay I wrote was some sort of like, I'm gonna change the world type essay, because I have a lot of things that I'm very passionate about, and I finished more than one essay. I don't know how many essays I did, so I'm not going to make up a number there, but I finished more than one essay with the phrase, if not us, who, if not now, when. And I think that also kind of applies to the general make the world a better place type thing, is like, you know, if I'm not going to be kind, who's going to be kind? And if I'm not going to be kind right now, when are people going to be kind? So it's just like, you know, just a general, I think those are like two things that I'm always like, is just be kind. Kindness always, and if not you, who, if not now, when. I am very easy to get talking. Yep. Yeah, I am what we call a certified yapper. I like to chat. Ah, dang. Well, I hope it wasn't. That would stink if we just walked right past it. I am heading toward this village though. We've definitely strayed from the path a little bit, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize it was already 9:29. We might just get to make it to this village and call stream. We've just been going and going. Well, I'm glad that everybody encouraged me to update this world to the snapshot, because this is a lot of fun. And next week, whatever the new additions are, like, we'll have. So this is like, I think this is a really great idea for continuing to like have this world grow and see all the new updates, you know, and get to share those on stream. I think it's a really fun idea. Looking down there. I think that's just an abandoned mine shaft. Oh, there's so much to explore now. Now and always. They will only continue adding things. When's the next stream? I stream most every Wednesday. Typically my streams are actually from 5:30 to 7:30 Central, but our schedule is a little changed today, so we bumped it back a little bit. So typically the stream will be 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. So wherever you may be in the world, that's how you can figure it out. But 10:30 for you right now. So you are, what would that make you, East Coast? So typically, yeah, we're just a little earlier than now. Hold on. Is this just sandstone or is this something over here? I think it's just sand. Still gonna go look. We're still gonna go look. Nah, it's just sand. Couldn't be that lucky. All right. I think we can, we'll just set our bed here. There we go. Okay. Before we close off today's stream, we have to do our new favorite pastime, which is writing in our little notebook a stream recap. So we've got day 7 of the world. What did we do today? We updated to 26.3 snapshot 1. Found the Dappled forest and abandoned camps. Planted poplar at base. And what else have we been doing? Continued search for what are these called? Sulfur Cave. And also baby gassed named Sky. We did say that happened. So next time we'll just do next. Continue the search, probably. We can only use one page, so I'm trying not to. I can't waste our pages here. There we go. We did birth a baby ghast, exactly. A baby happy ghast. Actually, I could do happy ghast. Make that clear. I think this is a pretty good rundown of what we did today. Kind of a fun song to close out on. So I think that's perfect. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I've really appreciated hanging out and getting to share the new snapshot with you all. I love this snapshot so much, if it wasn't apparent in my short. So I'm glad that you all are excited to see it and let me share it with you. I don't have any announcements for this week. Hopefully I'll have that video done by Sunday. If I don't, apologies. There is a video and plenty of videos scheduled to come, or in my mind at least scheduled. They're not recorded yet, but they are there. So don't worry, not going anywhere. Streams and the shorts are I'm gonna try and keep those right on schedule with what we've been doing, but just over the coming weeks as I figure out work life, we'll just figure out where the videos fall into that. So I appreciate you all. Hope you all have lovely nights. You're all fantastic. Love you lots. Peace out.
Bye.